Hi everybody. Just before I start, my last video about mental health, coping with delusional thoughts, just near the end, there was some background noise. I like to apologise for that. It was just an alarm going off. I had to switch it off, so I hope it didn't cause any confusion to anybody that was watching the video. I just thought I'd mention that, apologise for that. So back to this video. We've been in lockdown restrictions as well for a year now, maybe just a little bit over. I'd say around about a year. This lockdown now that we're in, it's just starting to ease out. We're just starting to ease out of the lockdown. But with this one, there's been added to it. And when I say added, it's been winter time. We was in lockdown during winter, and many people during the winter anyway suffer with their well-being, their mental health, have problems around it. In itself, feeling lonely, isolated, lacking in motivation, low self-esteem, all the depression side of things, feeling like like I said, the depression side of things, the depressive mind, feeling how it makes you feel within yourself. So a lot of people have been suffering anyway because of that. Many more. Now, like I said, we're coming out of the lockdown now. We're just starting to ease out of it. So feeling lonely and isolated, being in a lockdown. Now, over periods of time, spending more time indoors in itself causes problems with our well-being and people's mental health. Reason as it is, it's not just the loneliness, the depression side of it is the depression side of things, feeling lonely, isolated, but just being indoors for more periods of time, looking at the four walls, creates more of a problem, creates that low side of things, the depression side of things, and over time it becomes a force of habit of actually doing that, feeling harder to get out of that habit, getting into that rut, that state of mind of just doing it day in, day out. For some people that happens, it causes a lot of problems. Like feeling low and depressed within yourself, creating more problems if you're already suffering with mental health problems, creating problems with your well-being, how it affects you in itself. So this video is about the importance and benefits of what you can do to get out of that way of thinking, feeling and thinking. Because when I say thinking, is you start to feel negative within yourself. There's a lot of things that add on as well with it. So like I said, this video is about the importance and benefits of getting out and about, getting away from your inner environment. When I say inner environment, indoors, spending a bit more time outdoors, fresh air, whether it's going for a walk, exercising, going out for exercise, whatever you wish to do. I mean, like I said, we're like the restriction, we're starting to ease out of the lockdown. April the 12th, the shops open, hairdressers, which I'm glad to hear, and so forth, other things opening as well. Being able to meet with two households anyway now, meeting up with friends, is a good opportunity if you've been suffering throughout this lockdown with your well-being, your mental health, to try to get back into the swing of things, of doing things to improve your mental health, your well-being, and that is by getting out and about, getting out away from, like I said, away from your inner world, the inner environment of indoors. For some, like I said, it may be tough, because once you get into that habit of doing that, of spending more time indoors, it gets harder. But at the same time, it's not possible to do as well. It's very important to do that, because it can help, like I said, with your mental health, improving your well-being. Now, the benefits of that is of getting out, getting away from the indoors, getting out there. I know we're in spring now, even though it doesn't feel like it at the moment, with the weather still a little bit cold, but at the same time it's still important to do that. Now, me and my partner went to Avebury today. It's not that far, just half hour away, you know, made sure, like, social distancing. We went right out to where Avebury was, but we went, it was sort of like more countryside. We went a bit further around, so there was no one around. It was freezing cold, but at the same time, I enjoyed it. My partner enjoyed it. It was very beneficial for both of us. It helped both of us at the same time by just doing that. So the benefits of getting out and about are, it can help de-stress you. If you're feeling a bit stressed within yourself, then benefits. It can help de-stress you. It can help with your motivation. If you're lacking in motivation, it can help you to build back on that, build back onto your motivation. It will help you to pull away from how you're feeling within yourself, like the negative side, the depression side, like I said, all that kind of thing. It will help with that, rather than focusing on your inner world of how you're feeling, what's going on with your mind, your feelings and emotions, how it affects you. Because, like, sitting around indoors, spending a lot of time indoors, can create a lot of thinking and overthinking. So getting out and about, you can focus, help be mindful and focus away from that, which is very beneficial. And at the same time, it will start to make you feel a bit more positive within yourself, not feeling isolated. Now, just getting out where there's people can help you with that, so you don't feel so isolated within yourself, so lonely. There are many benefits from it. It can help you physically, because if you're going for a walk, or going out for some exercise, movement is important. Walk's an exercise, so helping you physically and mentally. Because if your physical health, let's just say your physical health isn't that good, it can affect you mentally as well. And the opposite, if your mind, if you're suffering with your well-being, your mental health a little bit, it can affect you physically, like creating physical symptoms, like with the anxiety there. Now, many people may be a bit wary, like as we're coming out of the lockdown, a bit fearful there, if they've been spending a bit more time indoors as well. So it's learning to pull away from that fear, is by, like, learning to pull away from that fear is to do the opposite. If you're fearing going outside because of it, because how you're feeling, do it. It's like they say face your fears, and over time it gets a little bit easier. But I would say small steps. If people are having problems because they have been lacking in how they're feeling, and created a habit of not going out as much, and how it's made them feel. Small steps, those benefits are there. When you go out, even for half an hour, the benefits, the positive benefits of how you will feel afterwards, because sometimes with some people, by just doing that, you feel it's an instant thing that you may feel. Some people may need a little bit more time, in like a few times of doing that, depending on how you're feeling within yourself. So this video was the benefits of getting out and about and putting away from that depression side, like if you're feeling depressed within yourself, anxious, anxiety and so forth, just suffering in general with your mental health and your well-being as well. It's very, like I said, it's very important to just get out there. Soon enough we'll get some nice weather. It'd be nice, the sun will come out, we'll get some nice weather, but in the meantime obviously it's a little bit cold, and that in itself can put people off of just going out in general because the weather is too cold. But at the same time, to improve your well-being and your mental health, it has to come from you as a person, and by just doing something like that, getting out and about, good walks, walk around your local park, getting out and about where there's nature, that's a good thing, because you could be very mindful and help you focus away from those thoughts that you may experience. How you're feeling within yourself, it can help you focus away from that as well. So this video, like I said, was the benefits of getting out and about to improve your mental health and your well-being. Like I said, take small steps if you're finding it difficult at first, but the more you do it, the more better you will create. What will happen is you will create a new habit and eventually get back into the swing of things and improve your well-being again, and your mental health, improve it. So I'm going to end the video there. Please share this video because it's very important, especially now that we're easing out the lockdown. And even though we're easing out the lockdown, it's still people that are still going to be there suffering with their mental health and having those problems of like being stuck in that rut and not being able to go out because how they're feeling, how the lockdown has made them feel within themselves, and finding it difficult to maybe go out because it do happen, like fear sets in, that habit. It doesn't take long to do that, and it creates a lot of problems within itself. Your motivation as well, mood, getting out and about, that's another thing before I go. Mood, it will help boost your mood as well, so there's a lot of benefits there. So I'm going to end the video there. Please share this video. Don't forget to give us a like, and see you in the next video.